Why, hello and welcome everybody. It is Pohx again. So today I want to go ahead and talk to you guys about a future build that I'll be leveling. I know I've kind of knocked through quite a few builds already this league. We've got the, what do we have here, just to go over them. The 80 Cultist something Vortex Trapper, the Puncture Bleed Assassin, the Blade Vortex Inquisitor, the Uber Lab Farmer, the Elemental Shit character, which has not actually started yet, and we are on to a Animate weapon character, which I'm actually super excited for because it feels like my creation. It feels like something I don't see often because, well, I don't really look at people, so I guess I wouldn't really know anyway. So I want to tell you guys the basics of what you're going to need to level this character and how expensive it's going to be, although I will warn you that I have no clue if the build's going to work out, alright, because I've never played this before. So first off, you're going to start budget, alright? Get yourself a, I forgot what it's called. It's not the Queen's Decree, it's the Fated, this thing. Queen's Escape. Let me show you what this is. I'll just put this on a weapon swap, actually, it'll be a lot easier to show you. Where's, Alright, so what Queen's Escape does, you can get at level 38. It makes it so your minions have 97% increased movement speed. Now, what that means is your zombies or any minions you have are literally on crack at all times. Like, they are insanely quick. This is before haste, and this is also before, like, flesh offering. Now, there is a cap on minion speed, which is why I don't want to use Queen's Escape. I want to try to use something called Femurs of the Saints. Now, Femurs costs literally 1 chaos, and you can get the Jeweler's Touch for 25, and that's you're done. That's your 5-link, and I'll explain that in a second here. Something else that's very important is Victario's Influence. Victario's Influence allows you to fucking run everything that you want on your mana pool. Granted, you sacrifice the Generosity for it, because it's a level 1 Generosity, which means you lose Aura Effect, but you get Aura Effect from the chess piece, so it's okay, it's fine. Now, we're going to run 7 auras on mana, alright? We're going to run Anger, Wrath, Haste, Discipline, 2 Blasphemies, which is Tempt, Chains, and Enfeeble, and if we can, we're going to run a level 1 Clarity. Now, how does this work? This works by getting a Victario's, socketing everything in your Victario's. So you would have Haste, Anger, Wrath, Enfeeble, Blasphemy, Temp. Alright? So that would be that. Then, you would get an Alpha's Howl for additional reservation. You would run Discipline inside your Alpha's Howl for a +2. And then you'd have Clarity next to it as well, which you don't really need. Clarity can be wherever it wants. And this will allow you to run everything. You will need Aura Effectiveness, or sorry, Reduce Reservation on Templar, Reduce Reservation on Shadow, Reduce Reservation on Scion, and Reduce Reservation by Charisma. The reason why you want to run 7 is Commander of Darkness is fucking retarded. Auras you cast grant 10% increased damage to you and your allies. I do believe Blasphemies are tagged as auras, which would mean this is 70% increased damage. And 35% attack speed to your minions. That is retarded, assuming that all works properly. Next up, we're going to grab Mistress of Sacrifice, which is basically 30% skill effect duration, and makes it so I get the effect of my Flesh Offering, which is movement speed, and cast speed, which doesn't matter too much for me. And then I'm probably going to go Fleshbinder, because we'll have about 5 to 6 zombies, which would give some damage reduction. And then we'll go most likely Spirit Eater, which is just pretty much for the increased damage. So it doesn't really matter too much. Actually it does, but we're going to just say it doesn't. We are going to run 1 Spectre, and that Spectre is going to be a monkey. And the reason why it's a monkey is my roommate, Zeno, told me about this, which I didn't know. There are monkeys that you can find, and I can't do this yet because I need to get like actual links set up for them because he'll just die. But there is a monkey, that monkey right there on the floor. You see him? Frenzies allies. The monkey actually goes like this, pretends it's Tarzan, and gives everybody frenzy charges, including all your minions. So, the character is not Summon Raging Spirits yet, but I want to show you how leveling is on this character. Now again, this is basic gear. I understand a 5-link could be a bit expensive. You don't need to use the 5-link. We've got Spell Echo, Minion Damage, Multi-Strike, Melee Splash, and Summon Raging Spirits. In my helmet, which I just put in, I've got Melee Splash, it's only level 8. Minion Life, Raise Zombie, Fortify. They're literally not meant to do damage, they just need to tank. You can make them do damage if you want, you can do literally whatever you'd like. The reason why Femurs is cool is because it gives 2.5% life regen per second, which means I don't have to spec into any minion life percentage regen on the tree. And this should keep up everything that I have. And we'll use an Animate Guardian next. I've also got Faster Casting, Increased Duration, Desecrate Flesh Offering, which covers that. And I've got my boots pretty much open for whatever it is that I need left, like Vol skills or something. So we're gonna have to make that work. So we'll figure out the links and the sockets after I get Animate Weapon set up. All right. So currently we're running Wrath, Anger, Haste, Clarity, and Enfeeble. We are running Zealot's Oath with Eldritch Battery, and we're going to be scaling percentage regen. And when I get Discipline going, my ES value will actually shoot up as well to over 2,000. Now with Mind Over Matter, even though all my mana is reserved, this is like the old school combo. I'll have like 4,000 to 5,000 base life, and then I'll have 2,000 to 3,000 energy shield, which counts as my mana source and counts as my my energy shield as Mind Over Matter. So it's a little interesting how it works. But let me go ahead and show you guys how the build plays. Now, we are a bit high level. We're 4 levels over right now in this area. But like I said, I just want to show you guys how it performs. Now, you don't have to use Femurs if you don't want to. You can use the one for, what is it, the Queen's Escape. It gives insane speed. But I wanted to try out Femurs because I ended up getting a Jeweler's Touch. And I really like Femurs. It also synergizes very well with pretty much any summon you ever make, and Vol Summon Skeletons as well. Single target's very good. This is before Vol Haste again. This is before Vol Haste, and I don't know what else I would use, so we'll just say it's before Vol Haste, alright? How's that sound? Now, again, I know the character's an Animate Weapon character, and I want to say that Animate Weapon's going to be fine because they actually have, what is it? They have minion movement speed as their quality. So I should be fine with using Femurs, which would mean that my Animate Weapon would get an additional +2. Oh, Vol! Where are you? Mr. Vol! Vol is not coming out to play today, boys. Okay, what about over here? I can't wait to have the next sacrifice for movement speed, or sorry, the ascendancy points, because it's gonna be awesome. Okay, Vol should be over here, boys. I'm scared he's gonna one-shot me, so we're gonna make sure we don't get hit. Here's Vol. I think he's over here. Okay, he died. So that's the build right now. Again, these zombies are tanks. They're not meant to do damage. If they were meant to do damage, he'd probably die twice as fast. And I'm gonna work on running 2 defensive auras, not 2 offensive auras. But that's pretty much the build for now. If you guys liked it, you know, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, Kappa. Again, there's really not much I can show you guys as of right now, but I want to show you guys the leveling. Leveling is literally a breeze. It's not hard at all. People earlier are still kind of confused, and they're just like, is it easy to level as a summoner? Is it not easy to level as a summoner? It's a joke, man. There's literally like no requirements in terms of leveling as a summoner. The only thing I'm using, again, that's a unique, is a Femurs and my Victorios, which are both 1 chaos each. And I'm using a +2 minion helm for my zombies, which you can see they're full health. They're not taking any damage. They're fine. And I will be streaming this later on today. Every time I allocate a gem, it fucking lags. I don't know why. Alright, and the last thing, I don't know if I stated this, but I'm using a Stone Golem as well to give me energy shield regeneration, because it gives me life regen, which gets converted over. So I want to go ahead and talk about the skill tree again, and I don't know what links I'm using for Animate Weapon yet specifically, so I can't really go into that, but I'll talk about the skill tree and kind of the way I spec'd it and what I have now. I don't want to give you guys the full-on thing. I'll give you what I have now, but I can't give you the full thing because I haven't played Animate Weapon, so everything is subject to change. I started off Witch and grabbed the ES, and I thought to myself, well, this is shit because I'm not going to make use of that. That's why I was very happy to think of Mind Over Matter with Eldritch Battery. Came in, grabbed the minion damage. I need to get the life here. Came across, immediately grabbed Influence. You should probably wait, but I grabbed Influence first. Move down, you pick up your stat requirements as you need them. I moved over, I immediately grabbed Potency of Will, because this is great for SRS. And then I grabbed Grave Pact here for minion speed. Shaper for 1 point to deal with mana. Quick Recovery again for mana. Moved across, grabbed Sovereignty. And by the time I grabbed Sovereignty, this is kind of when I was like, alright, SRS is taking too much mana, it's time to go Zealot's Oath. So I popped in Zealot's Oath, and I went across and did Eldritch Battery, got the Stolen Golem out, and now my mana is fine. And then I moved towards Charisma, and now I have basically 3 jewels to pick up. One of them is going to be the Conqueror's Potency for the mana reservation, and I want to see how long it takes or how quick it is for me to until I can actually get my my temp chains running. Because before I can get temp chains, I still need to come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, basically up here. Which I'm honestly thinking maybe I shouldn't go up here, and maybe I should just get a Dodre's ring. So that's one thing I'm still kind of debating, but 10% curse effect is still pretty nice. But we'll see exactly how that pans out later. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, there's really not too much I can talk about because I'm still playing it. The build is still in action, but it should be up to go in about 2 days. It should be ready. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember, if you did like it, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And I'm going to give you guys a little sneak peek of something, but Yoji and I may have done a collaboration video that may or may not be popping up in a couple of days. We're still working on it. So that's something to look out for. You know, I'm starting to spread my roots a bit, boys. And Riders of Icarus is a new MMO coming out on the 29th that I want to check out. I don't really know much about it. I think you're a weeaboo who rides a dragon. I'm not really sure. We'll have to figure that out as well. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys liked it. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Hope fucking everyone enjoyed themselves. And let's all enjoy ourselves, all right? Have a good one, and I'll see you boys all tomorrow. Take care, everybody.